Yeah, great fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, the City of Columbia, Parks and Recreation Department, the Chamber of Commerce, and the Columbia Disc Golf Club welcome you to the #1 disc golf course in America, Harmony Bends at Strawn Park in Columbia, Missouri, and the opening rounds of the Mid-America Open Disc Golf Pro Tour sponsored by Discraft. This is the FPO Women's Open Pro Division, the feature card. Our first contestant, a PDGA member since 2007. She has 3 wins on the tour this year, including the Silver Cup just 2 weeks ago. 62 career wins from Round Rock, Texas, Lisa Fajkus. Returning to the Mid-America Open with 23 career wins, she is the reigning and defending Mid-America Open Women's Champion from Houston, Texas, Courtney "Pixie" Cannon. Playing in the pros for her 3rd year, she has 17 career wins, including winning here at the Mid-America Open, the Women's Advanced Division in 2018. She is also the 2018 PDGA Junior Girls World Champion, Cynthia Ricciotti from Columbia, Missouri. And joining us from Salone, Iowa, with 13 career wins, a 3-time winner of the KC Diva Spring Fever and the 2019 Des Moines Challenge champion, Sarah Gilpin.
And we are off here at the 2020 Mid-America Open Disc Golf Championship at Harmony Bends, the John Houck designed course in Columbia, Missouri. And starting, as you can see, on hole number 8, some rain earlier today delayed the start of this tournament and also shortened it. We're going to be playing just 14 holes today and missing a couple of big ones. We'll talk about that in a little while, but starting here on number 8, and you can see Sarah Gilpin's approach shot hits a tree, rolls back down. Really, you want to get past those logs up above to a flatter surface, better standing there, and a much easier putt. And her approach gets up to the putting surface. Now, here's Cynthia Ricciotti, youngest player on this card. And as we said earlier, 2018 Junior World Champion from right here in Columbia, Missouri. There's a tough putt up the hill. She's up there near the basket. And here is Courtney Cannon, the defending champion of the Mid-America Open. In a tree drop below, her approach is up onto the putting surface. Here, Fajkus is going to tap in, and nice putt, yes, and that's a birdie. That's a good way for her to start the Mid-America Open. Ricciotti putts in. We got Sarah Gilpin tapping in for her 4. And as you can see there, Courtney Cannon's disc is right under the basket. So number 8, and 1 bogey, 3 pars there, and we're underway. The first round of the Mid-America Open. Fajkus with that birdie, and she's 1 under. Got to figure that Lisa Fajkus would be the favorite in this tournament. Her 942 rating, best. But I'll tell you, this is a great card. Any one of these 4 women could win this event. Here's a tee off on hole number 9 at Harmony Bends. This is a long hole, as you can see, 684 feet. And that tee shot so critical to get through the trees. Harmony Bends, a great mix of distance and finesse. There's a lot of tactical shots here, a lot of trees to hit. Courtney Cannon and that strong flick, and she's going to be up. That's where you want to be, up past those trees, up near that grassy area. Better stance, level surface, and you can attack the hole once you get up there. Ricciotti teeing off 3rd here. Hole number 9, one of back-to-back par 5s on this Harmony Bends track. 684 feet, and you feel it all. There's actually 2 routes to get to the basket, and Ricciotti's drive is going to come up a little bit short and right. Sarah Gilpin now. Sarah gets up, looks like, and she kicks over to the right. So as I said, hole number 9, there's 2 different ways to attack the basket. You can go to the right side, which, as you can see, Sarah is trying there. That way, the hole weaves to the right, back to the left, and then hooks back to the basket. The other route is the left alley, and with the left alley, you can go straight down the left side and then have a straight down, and that's where Cynthia Ricciotti is going to fire at. She hits a tree on the right side and falls out in the fairway. But that left alley, if you can get it down far enough, you have a straight approach shot right down to the basket. Now, Courtney Cannon was going to try the right side. Maybe she's going to change her mind after hitting that tree and firing over to the left. And here is Lisa Fajkus in perfect position. She's going to take the right alley, and it's going to hyzer into the center area. There are some trees there in the middle that go between the right and left alley. And here's Cynthia Ricciotti down the left side of number 9 with her third shot. And she's going to try and turn this one over a little bit and go right down at it. And a nice shot. Looks like it's going to hyzer over to the left just a bit. And yeah, Courtney Cannon is going to try that left side now since she fired over there and try and attack it from there. This is a long hole. It takes a bunch to get there, and to get there without hitting trees is really something. Now here's Sarah Gilpin going down the right side fairway of number 9. And she's going to have to go a little to the right, and then, she's going to cut it right through the trees. Look at this. Oh, and it looks clean. She's in pretty good position to have a nice approach shot up and down for her par. And here is Lisa Fajkus, and Lisa almost had the distance to get there. Came up a little bit short, hyzering down. Now the basket is, it looks nice and level, and if you get onto that putting surface, it is a nice level stance. Too far, though, and it'll go down into the ditch. And it looks like Courtney stayed up on top there. But down past the basket, you can kind of see where it drops off. And you get down in there, and it's a lot of trees, a lot of woods. Tough putt to make from below the basket in that area. Here's Cynthia Ricciotti going to try a flick as she comes to an approach, catches a branch, causes it to hyzer out a little early, and she's going to be down with a tough putt. And here you can see Sarah had that great approach shot, and now she's looking straight down at the basket. Bit of a suicide putt. And yeah, she's going to play it a little bit short and safe. That'll be an easy tap in from that spot. Here's Cynthia trying to come back. Now Lisa Fajkus from the trees just below hole number 9. Ooh, and just a little low as she hits the basket. Courtney Cannon trying to pick up a stroke here. And she's in. So as our contestants tap out here on the 9th hole, we'll start to tell you about the next par 5, which is number 10 coming up. A beautiful tee shot. Some people think this is their favorite hole on Harmony Bends, number 10 coming up. And you'll see the tee shot way above the fairway. It's going to take a straight shot, pretty accurate, to get it through the trees, off the tee, and then out into the open area. And this is another, number 10, another monster hole. Let's see here as the scores come up. And yeah, Ricciotti with that bogey, and she is now 1 over. Lisa Fajkus still leading at 1 under par. So here, number 10, 936 feet. And as you can see, it's way above the fairway. The tee shot needs to be accurately placed right down the middle and hopefully into an area where you have some stance and some kind of a look at the fairway. Now, there are trees on the right and left side here. If you really get a hold of one and get it down there, certainly those trees come into play. The better play, honestly, is to be on the right side here. Gives you a little bit better look down toward the basket. But here, Courtney Cannon has gone off to the left, and she's going to have a ways to go in a tough hyzer route to the basket. Here's Sarah Gilpin. She's caught a branch coming out there. Now Cynthia Ricciotti, bogey on 9, looking to get some redemption. She knows this hole well. She plays it regularly, a bit of her hometown course. And her drive is beautiful, right down the middle, essing down the fairway. That's going to catch that branch on the right side, but she's in great position to attack the basket down the right. Now, here, Lisa Fajkus, who hit a branch on her tee shot, is going to have to play out into the fairway. She's still got a long ways to go. Sarah Gilpin with a nice stance, good level place to be. And as you can see, there's an island of trees in the middle of the fairway. There's gaps on the right and left side. On the left, though, there is some standing water. And Sarah's going to play over to the right side, move it up that fairway. Here, Lisa Fajkus with her third shot on number 10. And this Harmony Bends course in beautiful condition. Some rain earlier, though, has and as she's found that mini pond in the middle of the fairway. That is casual water. She'll get relief from that. But some standing water on some parts of the course, and there is some mud this morning. We were delayed for a couple of hours, and some of the holes are unplayable today, unfortunately. Tomorrow looks like things will be all right. We'll be back to normal. Here's Cynthia Ricciotti ripping her fairway drive up the middle and gets a clean flight pattern all the way out. That's good distance, and she's going to have a nice approach, possibly an up and down for a birdie on this tough par 5. Here, Courtney Cannon. Well, that flick is beautiful. And she's found the gap right down the fairway. She's going to be in a good position there. You can see the basket off to the left, just a little bit of the yellow band. Now, Sarah Gilpin going to come up this fairway. The Columbia Disc Golf Club working hard in the past couple of weeks to get this course in good condition. It has been in beautiful shape for weeks, and then the rain the past 2 days have caused these issues. And this is something that happens at Harmony Bends time to time. It's not very often. Seems to be bad luck. It happens this year when it did, but this hole number 10 goes down to the basket, and behind that is Harmony Creek, which is a creek that this course runs through. That creek joins up with Perchie Creek, which ultimately joins with the Missouri River at Roachport. Now here, Courtney Cannon, a nice flick approach. She's there in the opening. She'll have a look at the basket. That's going to be a long putt, probably 40 feet. Here's Cynthia Ricciotti with her third shot. And she has put some distance on her first 2 shots. This looks nice. If it gets clean, it's going to be set up nice. And it fades right into the putting area. Cynthia Ricciotti can have a chance for birdie here on number 10 with 3 nice, clean shots down the fairway. Here, Lisa Fajkus will approach, and she's going to come into the mouth of the putting area. You can see that basket there behind the trees. Maybe 50, 60 feet behind that is Harmony Creek. Now, Sarah Gilpin with her approach, nicely done. She's going to be in good position. Now, Courtney Cannon, of course, had a great couple of rounds here last year. Took home the trophy. She's been a tough competitor. I think it's from 10 feet, and that's good. So wrapping up the back-to-back par 5s on this Harmony Bends course. Sarah Gilpin is in. Here's Cynthia Ricciotti. For her 4. And that is a good score on this hole. Oh, Cynthia Ricciotti with the 4. Courtney Cannon with the par. And Lisa Fajkus and Sarah Gilpin both with bogeys on that number 10. Here we are, number 11. It's another long hole, 626 feet. It's a par 4. And the Harmony Creek runs along the right side of it. It's protected basically by the trees, but here Cynthia's played the right side. That's a common route to play. The fairway is basically straight, but there are a lot of trees in the middle. There are islands of trees to get around. Here Courtney Cannon's put her drive perfect in the fairway. That's a great spot to be for her next shot. Lisa Fajkus trying to come back from that bogey on number 10. She's got a great snap and fires it out. She's in also good position there in the fairway. Here's Sarah Gilpin wrapping up the card. You can see it's a little bit gray in Columbia. Oh, and Sarah's going to catch a branch, but get good distance still. After hitting some of the lettuce, she's down the fairway. And here you can see the fairway is, there are gaps, but a lot of trees. Sometimes people are tempted to throw a roller on this hole. But Sarah Gilpin with the pull, she hits a tree in that center island of trees. Cynthia Ricciotti from the right side of the fairway. And she's going to throw an Annie that's hits a branch. She's in the middle of the fairway. Didn't quite get the distance that she wanted on that. Courtney Cannon perfectly positioned after her drive. And her approach finds the big tree in the middle of the fairway. Lisa Fajkus attacking up the middle. And she's in that island a little bit too. Now you can see the basket for number 11. Another one of those holes that has distance and technicality. You've got to be accurate and dissect these holes at Harmony Bends as best you can. Cynthia Ricciotti with her third shot. Oh, and that's going to stay on the right side and hits a tree and fires right. We'll have to see where that one sits. That's going to be very near the edge of the drop-off down to Harmony Creek. We'll see what happens. Lisa Fajkus, nice snap, straight shot. She's going to be in good position for that putt. Now Courtney Cannon with the flick. And she's up the putting surface as well. Harmony Bends set up deep, long this week for the Mid-America Open. As it always is. There are and Sarah Gilpin just misses that putt. There are gold pin placements on this course that, as per designer John Houck, the placements are not used for any event other than a competition of this type. Those gold placements are not used during the year. We never put those baskets in there unless it's the Mid-America Open or some other type of large event. Now, Sarah Gilpin, 3-time winner of the KC Spring Diva. Spring Diva FIFA, sorry. It's a clever name. Just get tied up on that one. Here's Cynthia Ricciotti. She wraps up the third. long hole on this Harmony Bends course. Coming up next, number 12, a little bit shorter, but it's a very technical hole, as you will see. Courtney tapping in for her par. And Courtney Cannon, Lisa Fajkus with the par there. Ricciotti and Gilpin with the bogeys. And Courtney Cannon, your defending champion here on number 12. And you can see very technical hole. Not very long, 320. Basket sits on a mound. And that is a common thing, but I'll tell you, she's happy with that. Could be a lot worse. The trees on the left side and even on the right side, if you get deep enough, are very thick, very, very thick. And a lot of times the only play that you'll have is straight out into the fairway if you get even just a little bit off the fairway. Now here's Cynthia Ricciotti. When Cynthia's not playing disc golf, she's a wrestler on her high school team. Cynthia's drive is up the gut, leaks off a little bit to the right, but she's going to be in a good position to get up to the basket, again, which sits on a mound there, 320 feet from this tee pad. Sarah Gilpin from Iowa. That's an excellent shot. And she's going to love that. Lisa Fajkus hit a tree, but again, fortunate to stay right in the middle, have an open look at the basket. This hole is a little bit longer than it looks. There's a mound in front of another mound where the basket is sitting. So that mound looks a little bit closer, and you realize, oh, I've got a little bit more to go. And there, Courtney, not fooled. She gets enough of it. Cynthia Ricciotti with her approach shot. Oh, and Cynthia's gone into the trees. Oh, she luckily hits one and bounces right back out into the fairway. This for par. Sarah Gilpin, this is for birdie. Very good. And she's going to have an easy tap in there for her par, I believe. Nice putt from Lisa Fajkus. Cannon's in. Cynthia Ricciotti eyes it and buys it. And Sarah Gilpin in for her par. So hole number 12 claims one victim, Ricciotti with the bogey. 3 pars. And next up, the challenging number 13. Now, this tee pad on the left side is a hillside that goes down to Harmony Creek. Here you can see the shot coming out, and she's safely up top. That's a fine spot to be. You don't want to be further left than that. Lisa Fajkus, the nice Annie drive, is going to come out and finish on the right side. She's going to like that. Sarah Gilpin going with the flick. It's good distance on that, and she's in good position as well in the fairway. And Harmony Creek, just to the left of where those discs are falling now. And the water is high right now. Discs that go into that water probably will not be retrieved. Cynthia Ricciotti with a big pull, and she's annieing it down the 13 fairway down the right side. We'll see where that ends up. And you can see the signature tree there on number 13 here at Harmony Bends, bending and leaning across the fairway, leaning towards the creek. You can go under it, you can go over it, but it's in the way. Beautiful, though. And one of those features on a piece of real estate, when you see it and you're building a disc golf course, you think to yourself, don't get rid of that. Take down other trees, but don't take that one. Quite a picturesque hole. As a matter of fact, a animated version of this hole is the logo for the discs for this event. There's Cynthia Ricciotti. And again, a tough spot here because down the left side is the creek, and it's a big downhill drop. You can see the orange flags. Those are OB flags. Oh, and Cynthia has leaned over. She's going to come back. Yes, and I think she's in good shape. Here, Courtney Cannon. Ooh, praying that one stayed up. Down the left side, and those orange flags. That is OB past the orange flags. And more than that, you just don't want to be there. You have trouble getting your disc back. That's the treachery. You can see the creek down below to the left of Lisa Fajkus as she lines up this putt on 13. Well done. Cynthia Ricciotti also safely up to the basket. Cynthia sponsored by Dynamic Discs. As is Sarah Gilpin. Also sponsored by DD. And Sarah's putt, oh, and we'll see. No, when she's OB, she's going to have to step that one out. It got just past the flags. Fortunately, didn't get too far down. She retrieved the disc, but that's a tough spot. Oh, and Courtney also, her skipped OB. That's a tough break. So much risk reward on this Harmony Bends track. There are chances to take and chances not to take. You can see Ricciotti with the only par on that card. Gilpin with the double bogey. And Fajkus and Courtney Cannon each with just bogey. Now here, hole 14. It's 280 feet, but tough shot. As you can see, the basket is to the right side. You've got to come all the way out to the left, keep it out of the trees on the left side, and somehow bring it back to the fairway, back down. A lot of people would say it's a lefty hole. I'll tell you what, it's a tough shot even for lefties. It's a tough, sharp angle. Some have thrown rollers from here. Courtney Cannon going with the flick, and she just laces it down the fairway. Lisa Fajkus also opting for the flick here. It's the power play, if you can get it there. Solid through the trees. It's going to hyzer back, and she's going to have a look in at the basket as she finishes a little bit left. Sarah Gilpin also going with the flick here, and she's cleanly through. But leaking out to the left a little bit. She'll have a little bit further approach shot. Here you can see the basket just protected by that leaning tree. As Cynthia Ricciotti, tough birdie chance here. She's up. Shouldn't have too much trouble with that putt. Here's Sarah Gilpin. Not too much danger going deep. There is a little bit of a gully past the basket, but you've got to get good distance past that to get into any trouble. Lisa Fajkus approaches. And here, Courtney Cannon, after that nice drive, she's got a chance at birdie here, looking at picking up a stroke. The defending champion, she's no stranger to this course. Hole 14. Cynthia Ricciotti is in. And this par 3, only 280 feet. But it's no gimme. That's a tough shot. There's Sarah Gilpin right under the basket. Drops in. And Courtney Cannon with that nice birdie putt. She's now even on the round. 3 other pars. Here, Courtney Cannon playing hole 15. The drive here is through the trees. As you can see, the hillside, and the basket is about 80 feet up that hill. So it's key to be straight here. There are trees and difficult lies to the left specifically. It's a very tough place to be. Right side would be a little better here for your approach. But there's danger everywhere here, really. Cynthia Ricciotti now. Cynthia's got that compact spin. So much power. She turns her back completely to the target and just rips into that. And she's fast. She's that power pack stroke. Here, Lisa Fajkus. She gets a lot of snap on that disc. She's right out in the fairway. That's where she's going to want to be. That's a good spot to be. And Sarah Gilpin. Again, getting off the tee on 15 is so important. Getting out into the fairway. Well, if this hyzer's out, she's going to be in great shape, and it does. That's a perfect shot for Sarah Gilpin. Nobody's got an easy attempt here because, as I said, the basket is up the hill, about 3/4 of the way up that hill. And, well, you can get rollaways that will hurt you. But it's a chess match with this course at Harmony Bends. Figuring out where you want to be, where you want to attack the hole from, and how you can get through this thing with minimal damage. Courtney Cannon with the flick Annie comes up. She's going to be right at the base of the hill. It's a good spot to be. Lisa Fajkus hits that defending tree. Comes up short. She's going to be fine down there. She'll have a nice approach for her up and down for par. Here's Sarah Gilpin, who has hit a tree, and she's fired off to the left. And fortunate that she hits another one and falls down into the open area. Lisa Fajkus, you can see they've got to go way up that hillside, up to the basket. Nice. Well done. Cynthia Ricciotti from the right side. A good spot to approach this basket. Oh, and just didn't get the elevation she wanted there. Ends up by the staircase. Courtney catches the tree, and she's going to come down. This hole number 15, there's a lot of ways to have problems. Lots of dangerous spots. There's another pin placement that's just to the right of basically where her disc is now. This one today is set on the left side. Courtney Cannon up by the putting area, up the area now, and Cynthia Ricciotti is going to try to flick one in from below. Now up on the putting surface. When even you get to the putting surface and you've still got issues to deal with. Sarah Gilpin with a nice stroke there, comes up just a little short. Oh, and a bounce out for Lisa Fajkus. Courtney Cannon is in. And here's Cynthia Ricciotti from about 12 feet. Very nice. Number 15. And this is the walk back up the hill. Number 10 would take you down to the surface where you play number 10, number 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then 15 to the base of that hill. Now we're climbing back up the hill, back up into the more wooded part of the course. And Cynthia Ricciotti teeing off on this short par 3, hole 16, just 231, but it's uphill. It plays longer. Cynthia catches a branch, still gets some distance. Not quite what she wanted there. And like many of these holes at Harmony Bends, different ways to attack the hole. There's a right route. There's a left route on this hole. Lisa Fajkus opting to go right side with a flick. Sarah Gilpin's going to use the flick. Also go right side. She gets a nice kick off the tree back into the fairway. But a long putt here for birdie. And the Iowa native is right there for her par. Shouldn't have any trouble with that. Cynthia Ricciotti trying to get a stroke back here. Tough putt. Now Courtney Cannon. A little bit of an uphill. This one from about 40. And Lisa Fajkus hit a tree on her drive. Drop down. Her putt. Oh, hits the band. She's been all around it today. Cynthia Ricciotti. Trying to save that par. And the ladies putting out here on number 16. Starting to brighten up a little bit. A little more sunshine today. All pars on number 16. And your leader right now, Courtney Cannon from Houston, Texas. Courtney's going to tee off here on number 17. It's a 454-foot par 4. A lot of trees. Very thin gaps to get through, and once you get past that crest there at the top, as you can see right past that bright spot of the grass, it drops down, and tough shot. Cynthia Ricciotti, nice snap, good pull. She's going to be down there in good shape. That's a good spot to be on this hole. Lisa Fajkus, high, and now it's hyzering out a little bit to the right. And Sarah Gilpin. Lisa Fajkus, already 3 wins on the tour this year, and just recently the Silver Series, the Silver Cup. Playing Roland Ridge, great course. Oh, here in her approach. Comes near the basket and falls off. This basket on 17 sits on a peninsula with drop-offs on the right and the left and past it. And, you know, pretty perfect shot to kind of set it there, as you can see, where the basket sits, but a lot of growth all around it. And tough lies if you don't put it right there. Sarah Gilpin's going to drop one down, hits right next to the basket. We'll see if it stayed up. Now Courtney Cannon, Houston, Texas, 23 career wins. She's playing her 92nd event this weekend here at the Mid-America Open. Yet to win this year on the tour, 2 second-place finishes. Now, Cynthia Ricciotti, after that nice drive, put it right where she wanted it. This is a tough birdie putt, but she's going to play it safe. Oh, she may have been unlucky there. That may have rolled down the hill. We'll see. Oh, now Courtney Cannon misses, and she's down the hill. Oh, I'm not even sure who that may have been. Courtney's approach shot coming back up. And you can see the danger. Just missed by a little bit of a rollback. Oh, and a nice putt from Sarah Gilpin from down low. Yeah, here's Courtney gets in. That's a good save from there. Lisa Fajkus, another nice putt from down below. And Cynthia Ricciotti, she didn't roll off too far. And Cynthia's in, using all the basket there. So, Ricciotti and Gilpin with the threes on that hole, both getting birdies. Lisa Fajkus with the par, and Courtney Cannon with that tough fourth shot ends up with the bogey. Here's Cynthia Ricciotti. As we said, 2018 Junior World Champion from Columbia, Missouri. Actually, Columbia's second Junior World Champion. We got Adam Morrison won the Junior World Championship back in 2012. Sarah Gilpin now. And now we're on hole number 4. We've now skipped holes 18, 1, 2, and 3 due to the rain concerns. This is another par 3 and just a 288-foot hole, but it's down a hill. You can see she's coming out of this gap, and then it's way above. She's coming way down this hillside. It's tough to keep those shots from hyzer into the trees as it comes down to the basket. Now Courtney Cannon. And she and Lisa Fajkus have been playing a lot of disc golf together this year. They played at the Great Lakes Open together. They also played that Silver Cup in Wisconsin. And here's Sarah Gilpin, the Iowa native. Sarah has been very active in disc golf before this year. Not a whole lot of activity this year. She misses that birdie putt. Sarah only one previous event this year, and she also played that Silver Cup in Wisconsin. So you ever get a chance to play Roland Ridge, that is one great disc golf course. Very well maintained, private course, and absolutely beautiful. Oh, and a nice putt from Cynthia Ricciotti. Well done. Now Courtney Cannon trying to match it, and she just sails past. Again, we've missed hole number 18, hole number 1, 2, and 3 due to high water this round. Of course, should be playable next round. We'll see. It's a shame, though, that you're not going to get a chance to see 18 and 1, at least on this round, 2 par 5s. Oh, and Courtney misses a putt there. She'd like to have that back. Sarah having some trouble with the bounce out. Lisa taps in. Courtney's happy to have it in her rearview mirror. And now Sarah will finish things up here on number 4. So hole number 4 at Harmony Bends, just 288 feet, and Courtney Cannon with the 5. Lisa Fajkus also with a bogey on that. But Cynthia Ricciotti, the nice par-saving putt, and she tees off here on the scenic number 5 hole here at Harmony Bends. Those landing zones, as you can see, the rocks all brought in, natural stones to build this fairway. John Houck envisioned it, designed it, and built it. And we are fortunate enough to get to play it. And Cynthia's tee shot is beautiful as it reaches that upper plateau. It's a good spot to be. The fairway then from the top, once you get to the top of that hill, the fairway goes directly to the right and then finishes to the left at the end. Lisa Fajkus also gets a nice shot, good bounce off the rocks, and she's in that upper landing area. Sarah Gilpin. And here's the defending champion, Courtney Cannon. Oh, and that's a beautiful drive way up there. She's going to love that. And now, as you can see, the fairway is to the right. Oh, and just hits that first tree. Taco. Lisa Fajkus. Here's Sarah Gilpin going to try and get a little closer to the basket. Nice flick up, right down that fairway. Now Lisa with her third shot here on number 5, and that one flies clean. Cynthia Ricciotti is in a good spot. She sees the gap. See if she can find it. She catches a tree. And Courtney Cannon, with that powerful flick she has, I think she's going to be in pretty fair position there. But this hole is a tough one. It's a very curvy hole for 520 feet. It is a par 4. A lot of trees, a lot of elevation. Cynthia catches a tree and fires off to the woods a little bit. We'll see where she ended up. You can see the basket is protected by those trees. It's really just buried back in there. So thick. I mean, to think that you could get one between and maybe make this shot, that would be something. Everybody really just trying to get close. Get around that gap, and she's going to like that thing. She's going to be right where she wants it. Now, Cynthia Ricciotti. She's going to have to reach out to get clean shot at this basket. Oh, this. Lisa Fajkus. See if Sarah Gilpin can get it in, and she does. Hole number 5, and just 2 more holes after this. Again, a shortened round here at Harmony Bends due to rain earlier today. Oh, and Cynthia misses a short one. She's not happy with that. And Courtney Cannon with the 5 there. I'm sorry, with the 4. Also, Sarah Gilpin had a 4. Cynthia Ricciotti taking the 6. And for the first time today, Sarah Gilpin has the pad. She tees off on number 6. This is a fairway crescent-shaped that curves right to left along the top edge of a hillside. Hitting a tree and rolling to the left puts you in a terrible position. I mean, to the right. I'm sorry, the right side is terrible. The left is wooded and not a whole lot better, but at least you can get it close to the basket. You get a bad kick off this fairway and kick to the right. That's trouble. Cynthia Ricciotti. And she's going to try and gut it on the left side. Hits a tree. Comes up a little bit short. But again, on that left side, there are some gaps. A little bit easier recovery from a bad drive on the left than from a bad one on the right. Here, Lisa Fajkus, she's going to go right up that area as well, and similar result. And now Lisa Fajkus with the overhand. You can see what Cynthia Ricciotti is facing now here on the left side. She's going to have to get it right between those trees. Looks like she had a little bit of distance there. Sarah Gilpin. And that's going to be up in the putting area. Now, Courtney Cannon, and the basket is to the left of that knobby tree that you can see on the left side of the screen. This is a tough approach shot. It's uphill. There's not a lot of danger deep. She goes for it. Let's see how close she may have put that one pretty close. There's Cynthia Ricciotti. She's in good position there. Sarah Gilpin. 13 career wins on the tour for Sarah. From Salone, Iowa. And Lisa Fajkus, Round Rock, Texas, where she calls home. Nice putt from Lisa Fajkus. She won that Silver Cup. She also won the Lone Star Classic earlier this year. And she won Straddle the Brazos, the dynamic discs event. Here, Courtney Cannon going to try and get one. Oh, and a great putt. What a save. That was a big putt, and she knows it. Now, Cynthia Ricciotti going to try and clean up here on number 6. She's in. Sarah Gilpin taps in as well. So, Courtney Cannon and Lisa Fajkus with the 3s on 6. Those are great 3s. Cynthia Ricciotti and Sarah Gilpin with the bogeys. And here, our final hole for today on this first round. It's hole number 7 at Harmony Bends, 460 feet. And as you can see, a very tight tee shot. You've got to gut it through this area, and then it's way above the fairway. So once you get through, you've got to drop that disc down into a playable spot on the fairway. And I'm not sure if Courtney got all the way through that or not. Lisa Fajkus, she hits a little branch on the right side. She's going to hyzer out to the left. That won't be too bad. And again, the Columbia Disc Golf Club working very hard the past couple of weeks to get this course in great condition. And Sarah Gilpin hits a tree and fires down short to the left. That's going to be a tough spot to be. Cynthia Ricciotti says, I don't want to be there. Let's see what she does with this tee shot on number 7. And a nice pull. Finds the gap. Deep down the fairway. Well done. She's going to like that. Here's Sarah Gilpin from the trees. Short left. Trying to bust back out into the fairway down below. And it looks like she's safely out. But as they say, still your turn. And here she's got the open area. She can let it fly, and she does. She's wanted it to come left. It comes back. I think she's in good shape there. Now Courtney Cannon gets to break out that big flick of hers. Helped her win this Mid-America Open last year. A nice approach shot there. Here's Cynthia Ricciotti. After that nice drive, let's see if she can get it close. Sails over the top of the basket. Lisa Fajkus. And you can see some of the standing water here on number 7. And from the rain earlier today, it was pouring. We weren't sure we were going to get any part of this round in. But ultimately, tournament director Joe Douglas made the call. He said, we'll play 14 holes. And I'll tell you what, 14 holes at Harmony Bends feels like a full day of golf. Cynthia Ricciotti from the trees misses that par putt. Now Courtney Cannon does the same. Ricciotti trying to salvage bogey here on the last hole of this first round. And she's in. Sarah Gilpin. Good. And now Lisa Fajkus. And that's a nice putt from Lisa. And Courtney Cannon, the defending Mid-America Open champion, will finish up this first round. And it's Courtney Cannon who's in the lead now by 1 stroke over Lisa Fajkus and Cynthia Ricciotti. Sarah Gilpin now 8 over par. And join us for the next round of the Mid-America Open Disc Golf Championships from Columbia, Missouri and Harmony Bends at Strawn Park.